improved on, like, as a whole, compared to your last game or your very first game?
The effort, the intensity, the IQ. When I first met a lot of these kids, they really weren't sure where to be, where to position themselves. They weren't exactly sure exactly where to do. And I've watched these kids grow every single game. In full disclosure, I don't do very well when I lose. I suck at losing, actually, if I'm being honest with you. But these kids didn't lose. These kids did fantastic. Sorry. Excuse me for that. These kids did fantastic. So I saw them grow in every aspect of their game. You know, it's hard. You know, it's a brutal, and I'm glad they had this opportunity to do it. So that's what I saw. They grew in about every aspect of their game.
I'm going to ask one of the players, any of you guys, what's one way you showed leadership in today's game?
You just gotta be a good leader. You gotta tell your teammates where to go and like 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 pick up the best player on the team, or be a good facilitator or passer, or lead them good in the right direction.
All right, I'm gonna go question for one of the coaches. What was one thing the other team did really well against you today?
I would say their defensive intensity was really good on us. They came out and pressed us, sped us up a little bit at times, but I mean we were able to fight through it a little bit. But yeah, they came out and played really good defensively.
So this one is for the players. Who's your favorite NBA player?
My favorite NBA player is probably Shay.
Shay.
Shay. The way he facilitates the ball, he's a team player, but he also knows how to make his way of scoring. And the way that he sees the court, his vision, that's what really does it for me.
What about you?
Anthony Edwards.
Why?
He's really good. He reminds me of Michael Jordan. And nobody can stop him.
I like Rob Dillingham because he's very explosive on the court and a good shooter and passer.
All right, this one's for one of the players. What's a goal you guys have for yourself next season as far as improving on your game or just a team goal?
More like not hesitating. Like, if you have an open shot, why not just go take it? Instead of worrying about, is my coach going to say something different? Or is my teammates going to be okay with this? Just go with it.
And then finally for the players again, what is your most memorable moment from this season?
Wait, I'm sorry. Ask the question again.
What is your most memorable moment from this season?
In the scrimmage, my sister hit a walk-off. I say that for baseball, but a game winner.
So this might be like one of the last times my dad coaching me and play with my brothers and Jane and Luke. It's just really special.
Just the way that we connect as a team and we help each other if we make mistakes. That's just the ball.
Everyone improving and being able to help each other.
Well, thank you guys. Congratulations on a great season. Hope to see you guys back. I know some of you are aging out, but the ones that will be back next year, we hope to see you back. So thank you all. This one's going to be for one of the players. What's one thing your coach told you today that helped you out in your game or at any point this season?
Show effort and attitude.
Shoot.
Shoot. To play the best defense.
Okay, so this question is for the coach. So y'all have been playing as a team since November, correct? Okay, so in what ways has your whole team improved since the beginning of the season?
Improved on passing, spacing out, most importantly, and I call it the turtle. They want to get the ball and just hunker over. We worked on that from day one.
Just the like they were saying, attitude, effort. We've got new players this year, and just to have them to gel with our older guys, it's been great. I mean, they've all seemed to come together. It's November, 3 months is a grind, but I mean they came together. So.
Okay, for one of the players, what's something today the other team you feel like they did well against you guys? What made it difficult to get the win?
Number one was a great shooter.
Their give and go. They ran that a lot, so that's kind of hard to guard, but we pulled it off.
They had like a little bit of good defense.
So this one is for the players. So who's your favorite NBA player?
Of all time, or
Favorite of all time. Yep.
Jason Williams.
Why?
Just a good passer, and I like to. He's like one of my role models.
Michael Jordan.
Why?
Because he's just good.
That's fair.
MJ because he's one of the one of the most OGest and famous person in all basketball.
Okay, this is kind of for everybody. If you're planning on coming back and playing with us next year, what's something you think you can take with you from this season? What's something you can improve on as far as your play, your something as a team goal, anything you got going into next season?
My offense.
I'm trying out for middle school, so if I don't make it, I'm coming back here. Maybe work on my ability to play defense. I foul a lot, so that's one of the reasons.
Work on my shooting. I'm not that good at it.
What was one thing the team did very well?
Well, as a team, I have to give you a couple things. Number one, we probably made more three-point baskets than any other team out there. And I think because we were small, we had a hard time getting inside, but we did really well shooting three-point baskets. And our kids' dribbling skills really improved throughout the year, and they worked extremely hard. So I was really proud of them.
I've noticed they did very well.
Yep, they did great.
Okay, to speak for one of the players, what skill do you guys feel most confident in after today's game?
Probably,
Smile, Max.
I'd say my shooting probably.
He's got a nice soft touch.
Either of you guys want to answer? You guys can grab that mic.
Go ahead.
Stealing the ball.
Very good. Camden, how about you?
Shooting our baskets.
So this is a question for the players. Who's your favorite NBA player? Like your all-time favorite NBA player?
Somebody speak up.
Kobe Bryant.
Why?
His shooting.
The shooting.
Do you have one, Cooper? How about you, Max?
Stephen Curry, because I've always wanted to play for the Warriors and stuff.
All right. How about you, Easton? Do you have a favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
Okay, that's all right, buddy.
Okay, question for the coach or player. You got either can answer. What's the most memorable moment from this season that you guys can think of?
Anybody have a memorable moment? Go ahead, Max.
That M13 that I hit.
The three-point that he hit. And he made a four-point play. That was really memorable. That was great. I think the most memorable thing for me is that the overall improvement of the kids. I mean, they just got better on all their skills. And then next year, I'm going to have 8 out of the 9 players back, and we are going to fast break and get a bunch of easy layups because our passing is going to get better and our ball recognition is going to get better, and we're going to see guys that are open. We're going to be really good next year with some hard work.
So, November, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is one of the ways your team has made you proud this year?
Just because I would say I'm most proud that they really learned and grew as basketball players. I mean, we run some pretty sophisticated out-of-bounds plays, and we've scored a bunch of baskets off those, even some three-pointers underneath the basket. So I'm really proud of these kids and the effort that they made. They did a great job.
Okay. Well, I think that's all we got for you guys. Congratulations on a great season. We appreciate you guys coming out and look forward to seeing you all next year.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Which is a way that your team has improved?
At the start of the season, I seen a team that was fully scrambled and disorganized. We had no chemistry whatsoever, and we started with a record that was very terrible. But we was able to come around and turn that around to blowing out other teams and being strong as a team in one unit. We was united on the court. I believe that we became strong and that nobody was not on the right page. Everybody was clicking together.
All right. You guys got to finish out your season with a big win. Great way to end the season. For the players, what's the best thing you did in today's game?
The best thing that I did tonight was get the winning points to basically like win the game. We were up by 1 and with like 3 seconds left, and yeah.
Either of you guys want to answer that?
I feel like the best thing that I did tonight was I got past the ball and someone came running up to me, so I blew by and hit a layup.
Players, what was your favorite part of this season? Like a practice or a favorite game?
I like practice a lot because we like to play around and have fun to just be able to play against each other.
Is that it? Okay. Oh, you got it?
The thing I liked about this season is I liked playing the games because you can make a connection with the players.
All right. Another one for the players. Who's your all favorite NBA player? Who do you try to play like when you're out there on the court?
Michael Jordan. My favorite, I like to play like Stephen Curry.
My favorite NBA player is Kobe, and I like to play like Wemby, just do everything.
What did the other team that you played against today, what was the best thing they did that made it hard for you to win?
I think the hardest thing that they did to make it more competitive was they can shoot really well.
One thing that they did that was really competitive was the trash talk and stuff, but I love the energy. So.
The hardest thing for me was just how they were very good at defense.
What's something you guys want to work on for next season?
I think for next season that we should just work on playing the game outside of being inside the court. Everybody should be able to go to a park or know somebody like their neighbor that has a basketball goal, and so we should be able to, as a team, be able to play, not just for the sport, just to have fun.
All right. Did you guys have fun this season?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun this season with my team.
What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory is when my teammate passed me the ball and I hit a 3.
My favorite memory was at the very end of the game. I just shot the ball and hope that it went in.
My favorite thing was a couple practices back, when all we did was just the whole practice was go against each other to have fun.
So, what was one thing your coach told you today in today's game that helped you win? Like, what encouraging thing did he say to make you win?
To drive to the goal, just go through them, just drive through 'em.
To not let them get in your head.
They kept on telling me to slow down and make sure I think about what I'm doing.
I think you guys did all those things well. Congrats on a great season. Congrats on your last game being a win. Appreciate you guys coming out. Hope to see y'all back next season.
Thank you.
What was the game plan coming into tonight's game?
Game plan for us always is to pass and cut, moving without the ball. That's how we try to play. So, first half we didn't do that so well, but second half they figured it out.
All right, for one of the coaches, from your very first game back in December to your game tonight, what do you guys think you've improved the most on throughout the season?
I would say most improved would be just the all-around team camaraderie. You know, they learned how to play with each other. It took a while, but once it kicked in, it clicked real good with these guys. They're all friends anyway, so it worked out pretty good.
So this one is to the players. When in this season from November to now did you have the most fun? Like, was it a practice? Was it a specific game? Or was the most fun?
When I thought about what it was fun, I mean, just playing the game of basketball, and really like playing with my teammates. I feel like they're really great guys, and out of all the other teams I've had, I have not had teammates like this, and it's really good year. And my favorite game about this year was the game we just played.
Does anybody else have a favorite?
This game too is my favorite because like how hyped we got. We all made shots every time we got hyped up our teammates and stuff. Yeah, that was like my favorite part of this game.
Sitting on the sidelines, we're very competitive. Yes. Yes, very.
Yeah, so my next question is for one of the players. How do you feel you showed leadership in today's game? Was there any points during a timeout where players were helping out each other?
Are you asking how you show leadership?
Yeah, how did you show leadership throughout the season or on this game in particular?
Like clapping for your teammates and helping them out on their spots on the court.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
By letting them know that you're here to help them and always being with them and always clapping for them, cheering them up.
Thank you.
Okay, for the players, what's a goal you guys have for yourself for next season? Whether it be an individual goal, a skill you guys want to get better at, or a team goal?
Mainly to do better on passing cut and work on my jump shot and driving in floaters. Intelligence. I'm just feel like I'm not smart in the basketball court half the time. But well, yeah, I'm not intelligent in most things, but I just feel like I need to focus on the game a little more.
Anybody else? Any other?
I also think I need to work on keeping my head up from the ball. I've got told that a lot of times. I don't see the court great. I'm normally dribbling down on my head. I would like to work on that.
Awesome, thank you. Any goals?
I need to work on not lobbing and listening to my dad because I argued with him too much, which it got in my head and I kept messing up on the court after that. So yeah.
I feel the same way as you, Gavin.
Win all our games.
That's a great goal. All right, last question I have here is for the coaches. You kind of touched on it at the beginning there, but what makes this group so special to coach?
They are incredibly stubborn and frustrating, but man, they work so hard. They hustle like no team I've ever had. I've coached a lot of young basketball teams, but this team really works hard and they just hustle unlike any other I've had. So that's been great.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming up here for the press conference. Great season, and we hope to see all of you guys next year. So thank you guys so much.
Sounds good. Thank y'all.
Recap of the game and give me basically your game plan coming into this game and what's changed at that initial game plan.
Okay, well, I knew coming in that team was pretty hot. Scored over 40 points the last two games. We actually ended up beating them the first two times we played them. But the game plan was to slow down their best two scorers, try to take them out of the game, and make their less talented kids, less kids that are least likely to score, try to make them beat us. And we just let the two guys get to the rim, get to their spots. They had another kid getting rebounds, and they just came on top tonight.
Maury, I wanted to ask you, your team's leading scorer tonight. Basically, what's your mindset coming into each night? Are you wanting to drive the lane, or how do you get your buckets so easily?
Mainly, I would say go to the basket, really, and get my team involved. And then once I get to the basket and we get a good, nice lead, start shooting. If my shot's not falling, same thing.
So, this question is for the coach. So, your team has been playing since November. In what ways have they improved from the very beginning of the season to now?
Just being focused. When we first started off, I feel like we wasn't playing as a team. Once we started playing as a team, we just became the best team in the league. So as we started playing as a team, no.
All right, so I just want to start by saying you had an amazing season. Proud of all the players. I know most of you. But my question is, how do you handle this adversity, losing unexpectedly, losing early in the tournament? What are the ways you can bounce back from that?
Is that for a coach or a player?
It's just about keeping your mind right. It's basketball. You're gonna lose, and you just gotta learn how to bounce back from it, and just play. Keep playing. Don't let it get to your head.
This is for the players. This is just a little fun question. There's a lot of skill sets out there on the court. Is there any NBA player that you guys try to model your game after?
No, not really, but who I like the most, I like Kobe.
I say I try to watch a lot of LeBron film because he likes to get his team involved. So I like to add that to my game to make sure I can get myself and the team involved so we can all win.
I say I watch a lot of Anthony Davis. He like to use his size, and he can shoot the ball well. He's just a good scorer when he's that big.
And last question here for the coach. Coach, this is a 9th and 10th grade team. A lot of you guys might be back next year, if I'm not mistaken. What's a goal that you have next year and to get your team to that championship game?
Well, first off, before I answer that, I just want to say I'm very proud of everybody up here, my entire team, and thankful for them coming in, working hard the entire season. To get to your question, though, I would say hopefully we get some of our key guys back, our key freshmen. Hopefully bring some guys in, a little word of mouth, see who's pretty good at basketball, see the relationships that they connect with off the court and try to bring in kids that they know, players they know, so we have better team chemistry from day one. And just next year we're just going to show up, work even harder.
Thank you guys so much for coming out to the press conference. Great season this year. Great game tonight. Can't wait to see what you guys bring next year. Thank you guys. You've been with this team since November. You've made it all the way here to this postseason game. Give me a quick recap of the game and what was your initial game plan coming into this game?
Our game plan was mainly to press them. They're a little bit better team than us, so we had to press them to try to make them get off their game a little bit. It worked out pretty good. They got up on us. I think, what were they up? What were they up at one time, 10 or 11?
Yeah, they were up, or 9, I think.
9, so they're 9, and we fought back and got really close. If we'd had another 20 seconds, I think we could have took them. We could have got them.
So this one is to the players. What was your favorite memory this season? Like, was it a specific game or a specific practice? Or?
Spencer, do you want to go?
It was when we were playing the Lakers on December 20th, and on an inbound, I stole the ball from Jalen White and laid it up. Yeah, and it was very exciting.
I watched that game. You did good.
What about you? What's your favorite?
I can go. I think my favorite memory was just, starting off strong, just winning our first game with these group of boys. I love them, and it was good to win that first game against we played the Jazz, I believe, and we only won by 2, but it still felt good to win, and I was proud of all of us.
I'd have to say when we were in the limo before our most recent game, it was a great experience. Even though we lost that game, it was still a great experience with us all.
Yeah, I'll say it's probably in the limo. It was really fun, really cool in there. And then after the game, we went to go eat Elmo's. Even though we lost, it was still fun.
I have to say against the Supersonics because, Gilbert was, goofing around. We were, up, and, it was just funny, you know.
Shaving your head wasn't What about you, AB?
No comment.
No comment.
All right, I got another question for the players. After tonight's game, like I said, you guys have been going at it since November. After tonight's game, what do you feel most, confident about your game in basketball? Like, what skill set are you most confident about right now?
For me, it's just working the offense, maneuvering, trying to get open, making some good passes. That was mainly what I did this season.
I definitely say we came together as a team a whole lot this season. Obviously, some of us were new to each other at the beginning of the season, and now it feels like a family. Like every single day, the group chat was blowing up. We definitely had some moments on the bench where it didn't look like we liked each other, but it's all passion for the game, and we definitely all love each other, and we're very proud of each other.
My question is for Coach. What did you enjoy most about coaching this team this season?
Learning about, I know a couple of these kids, but I'm learning more about these kids and getting to know them and see what happens when they're down and trying to coach them into learning what happens if you lose. If something happens, it's not, there's no sense of crying about it. Trying to teach them to overcome losses and come out a better person on top. But just getting to know everybody. Sorry. It's WBK. They want to interview us too. It's great.
I want to kind of touch on what Coach is talking about. Jay, you had an opportunity there those last few seconds there. Unfortunately, it didn't go your way. But how do you bounce back from that?
Yes, sir. It's sad it doesn't go your way, but you just have to bounce back. Bounce back in the game. Just keep trying to get open. If you miss, go for your own rebound. And mentally bouncing back, just like stuff like that's just going to happen in life, and you just have to face it and you have to get over it.
For the players, is there a favorite player or a player in the NBA that you model your game after?
He's not in the NBA, but at school I've been told, or in Florida on fall break, it was weird. I don't really see it, but people told me that I look like Cooper Flagg, but yeah. So I guess Cooper Flagg, but
Luka Doncic.
LaMelo Ball because he's 6'7".
John Morant.
LeBron.
He's a big LeBron fan. So we have arguments. I keep saying Jordan's better, and he says
at the start of the year, they also were saying I was like Kevin Garnett, but I've quickly found out I was just not right.
Trash talking's not there yet.
Nah, I'm too nice to trash talk.
One more question for the players. Your season just ended. What's next for you guys? Do you guys play other sports, or are you guys jumping right back into training for the next season?
I have track and football. That's what I'm playing at. I'm doing track to get faster for football.
Track.
Man, a few words.
Sorry, it feels like I'm speaking a ton. But true. I'm right now. I'm playing tennis for Bowling Green High, and then it's just heck. I'm just gonna work till Rhett comes along, and hopefully be back, and let's get that title next year.
Yeah, Beta. He's the smartest kid on the team too. He's Beta.
Yes, that's true.
That's cap.
Had a thing with it.
All right, well, we have one more question for you guys. Coach Jaron's going to ask you guys.
My final question is for Coach. So say if you got a do-over and you could start back at day one, what would be the one piece of advice you would give to your team?
Make it, please.
Hey, pick up the mic.
Probably trade Jet for the other. No. I don't ever do like that. I just don't ever think like that, like what to do over, because you don't have that chance. So there's no sense of just mulling over it. I mean, we did good. I feel like we had a couple of games. Yeah, probably stop wrestling in practice would probably be one of the good points to do. But hey, that's a team building exercise, you know. So, but other than that, we had a good season. You know, we were the underdogs, you know, against who we played tonight. And, hey, we hustled. We were right there. So I feel really good. Really good.
Thank you guys so much for coming
Yes,
to the
sir.
press conference. Great season and awesome game tonight. And thank you, Coach. We've been in communication a lot.
Texting a lot.
Your coach has done a lot for you guys this year, so really hope you guys appreciate him as well. So thank you guys so much.
Thank y'all.
Hey,